Welcome to the channel Encyclopedia Catanica. This won't be a picking video. We're gonna talk about DAMM UND LADWIEG VELBERT padlocks. This is the one from my collection. It's fully restored because it was in pretty bad condition and I needed to restore it because the rust could eat it whole if it isn't subjected to restoration. So I restored it and saved it. So we're gonna talk about those DAMM UND LADWIEG VELBERT or DULV padlocks. There are many pictures, many photographs of DAMM UND LADWIEG VELBERT padlocks and also some videos about them. People usually don't know much about them, but they're pretty interesting locks, pretty interesting design. DULV made this concept because in this one I don't know if it's DULV or not, but it's DULV type for sure, because original DAMM UND LADWIEG have System DULV says here, and the logo of the fox, which holds the first model of the padlock they made, and of course model number. So this one doesn't have any markings except that it's made in Germany. Maybe it's from the period of the transition when DULV was bought by Yale. Maybe it's from BKS, maybe it's from some other company which was not making only padlocks, but no one knows because there are many locks, DULV types padlocks, which have the same mechanism, which have the same concept, the same system, but it's not those are not all made by DULV. So we'll see some keys. Let's look at those keys. Those are the old keys that I have from all DULV padlocks. So I have 5 of DULV types or original DULV padlocks. And the keychain is very interesting because if you could see it, this is the keychain from 1931 and it's a railroad keychain. So it's beautiful, it's made in England. It says please return to, and there is the name, the surname, railroad staff, personnel, and Belgrade company. I don't know how to translate this. We call it Direkcija, but we could say main building of the railroad company of Kingdom of Yugoslavia, because this is from Kingdom of Yugoslavia. Look how this eagle or phoenix, whatever it is, look how beautiful this keychain is. It's made out of zinc. The ring itself is made out of steel. You could see many decades passed and it's really in good condition. It's used a lot, but it's not worn out at all. Those were the times where when objects were made to last for a lifetime. Those are the keys. This is the key from also unmarked lock. It's a bit different than this one or other DULVs I have. This is the key from DULV 55, also DULV 55, DULV 45, and this one is from unmarked lock. However, this key from DULV 55 opens this lock, here it is. We have this notch here, this groove, but there is no locking spring from this side, because the leaf spring also locks the lock in this System DULV. The whole concept is made out of a shell, inside shell, which holds the shackle and three internal springs. First spring is one that retracts the shackle, launches the shackle out. Second spring is the one which interacts with the shackle itself, which locks the shackle. And the third spring, it's something like it holds everything together. It makes force for everything to be together, not to be clunky and chunky inside, jiggly inside. So if you see, there are three doors, I don't know, three holes inside. So every hole interacts with those teeth, and usually combinations were pretty much limited. You have this combination, you have this combination, you see pretty much the same. You have this combination, you see this have upper rail, this have a down rail, this have a rail on opposite side, and this one also have rail on the top of the teeth. So those were pretty simple padlocks, but widely spreaded and widely used in Europe, because those were, for comparison, like master locks or Chinese disc detainers or Chinese iron padlocks, widely spreaded, and people oftenly used them, especially in Yugoslavia. In Kingdom of Yugoslavia, those were imported from Germany, and those were used a lot. This is the lock from the railroad from, I don't know, this one is not from 31, I'm sure, but maybe just before Second World War, or maybe just after it. I don't know, maybe even from the Second World War. I don't know. It says made in Germany. Why is that? How many companies actually made this type of lock? Well, at least 4 or 5 of them. Why? Because DULV wasn't big enough to cover the whole market and the exporting market. So they gave license to other companies such as BKS or even maybe ABUS, I don't know. But no one was allowed to put its name on the lock. If it's made by some other company, there is no name. There are also Yale Junior, like this DULV type padlock, but those locks, those Yales, were from the 45, 44, 48, when Yale started making locks, when DULV was bought by Yale. So pretty interesting concept, really simple but long lasting. So there were at least 5 or 6 combinations of DULV padlocks. This is the cheapest one. Usually the cheapest DULV locks were all painted black, and shackle was chromed. That's all. Expensive models were the same internally, in speaking of the mechanism and everything, but they have those cups chromed and brass inner plates. Those cups hold two plates together by crimping, and those on the expensive models, those cups were chromed and the plates were brass. Also, there was a model with brass plates and brass cups and chromed plates. Shackle was always chromed. There wasn't a brass shackle or anything like that. So there is also a model which is fully chromed for boats, probably. I don't know. It was some kind of high security lock, but maybe not high security, but the most expensive one. So DULV had variations, for sure. On the internet you could see some photos from Germany, from other collectors who have DULVs in really good condition with original painting. This one was black. This is the original how it was when it was new, but it's restored because rust tended to eat it whole, so I had to restore it. I'm usually against restorations for such old padlocks, but you have to do it if you have a pretty huge amount of rust on it, because it will eat it whole. So that's it. It's a piece of history. It's a really good lock, and it survived. It's almost 100 years old. It's really good piece for the collection. Really epic lock. Also that keychain. Look how good it is. How good condition of it. It's astonishing. The key ring, a little bit of rust, but it's in very good condition. It could last almost next 100 years. This is epic. This is just epic. 4th of February. Let's focus. 4th of February 1931, from the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. But this key ring is made in England. And those beautiful keys. Also, some of them are full, some of them have holes. Pretty much like Adlake system, Adams and Westlake. But those are not dedicated to railroad. Those were just basic security, widely spread at locks. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.